I'm 27 now, a working woman, independent, stable, and I thought I had a pretty good sense of people, but nothing prepared me for what happened one quiet afternoon. It was a Friday. I had just taken the day off to rest. The house was completely empty. Everyone had gone to a wedding in another city, but I chose to stay back. I was curled up on the sofa with a good book and a cup of tea when the doorbell suddenly rang. To my surprise, it was Hamza, my cousin. We hadn't spoken properly in years, just the occasional Eid greeting or a polite hello at family gatherings. He was older than me by 3 years and lived in a different city, so seeing him at my door was strange. I greeted him, and he smiled in that overconfident way I remembered from our childhood. I was just passing by. Thought I'd check in on you, he said casually. I hesitated for a moment, but let him in after all. He was family. At first, the conversation was light. He asked about my job, my daily routine, and made some small talk. But then his entire tone changed. He looked at me very seriously and said, "I want to marry you." I froze. I thought he had to be joking. I let out an awkward laugh, but his face didn't change at all. "I'm serious," he repeated. "I've liked you for a long time. You're smart, you're beautiful, and I know we'd be great together." I calmly said, "Hamza, no, we're cousins. And I just don't feel that way about you." His smile completely faded. "You're rejecting me?" he asked, sounding more offended than hurt. I nodded. "I'm sorry, but I don't feel the same, and even if I did, I don't think it's right." That's when something in him just shifted. He got quiet. Too quiet. Then he leaned forward and said something I will never forget. "You should think very carefully before saying no. I know things about you, things your family wouldn't like to hear." I just blinked. "What are you talking about?" He pulled out his phone and showed me screenshots, messages, personal photos. Things I had shared years ago with someone I once trusted. Now, somehow, they were in his hands. My stomach completely dropped. Stories like this aren't just fiction, they're warnings. If you believe women should feel safe, subscribe. More real-life inspired stories are coming. "I'm not here to hurt you," he said coldly. "I just want you to see how serious I am. Marry me, and this stays between us. Say no, and I can't promise what I'll do." It was blackmail. Pure, disgusting blackmail. I told him to leave. He refused. That's when I stopped being scared and started thinking clearly. I excused myself, saying, "Let me just grab some water." I stepped into the kitchen and immediately called a close friend. I put the phone on speaker and left it in my pocket, recording everything. I walked back into the room and said, "Okay, let's talk." Hamza, still looking smug, started repeating his threats, all of them now being recorded. Minutes later, my friend showed up with her brother. Hamza looked completely shocked. He tried to play innocent, but it was too late. We had the recording. I told him calmly, "Leave now, or the police will hear this in the next hour." He left fast that night. I emailed myself the recording, the screenshots he showed me, everything. I also wrote a detailed note about the entire incident, just in case anything ever happened to me. It's been months since that day. I didn't go public with it, not yet. But I made sure he knows that if he ever contacts me again, one click sends everything to the police and our entire family. People think danger always comes from strangers, but sometimes it comes wearing a familiar face and a fake smile. What would you have done in my place? Would you stay silent or fight back? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.